High in the Arctic, a world of ice and snow shimmers. Here, amidst the frozen plains and glaciers, lives an icon of the Arctic, the polar bear. Deep within a snowdrift, a mother polar bear tends to her cubs. Blind and helpless at birth, they depend entirely on their mother's warmth and milk. Their world is confined to the den, a haven against the biting Arctic winds. The cubs, with their soft white fur, huddle close, their small paws kneading their mother's belly as they nurse. The mother, having fasted for months while giving birth and nursing, relies on her stored reserves to nourish her cubs. Her milk, rich and fatty, is a lifeline, fueling their rapid growth. Their mother's gentle nudges and soft growls are their first lessons in communication, the building blocks of their social bond. The den, though cramped, is a sanctuary, a place of warmth and security in a world of ice and cold. Weeks turn into months. The cubs, once helpless and blind, are now bundles of energy. Their playful tumbles and mock fights hone their predatory instincts, preparing them for the challenges of Arctic life. Spring arrives, bringing with it the promise of sunshine and open ice. Under the watchful eye of their mother, they emerge from the den, blinking in the unfamiliar sunlight. The world outside is vast and dazzling, a stark contrast to the confines of their snowy nursery. Their mother, a seasoned hunter, guides them across the ice, teaching them the ways of the Arctic. They watch intently as she patiently stalks a seal, her massive paws and sharp claws a testament to her power. Play is not just fun, it's essential for their development. Every tumble, every playful nip, strengthens their bond and prepares them for the day they will have to fend for themselves. The Arctic summer is short, a fleeting window of opportunity. The mother bear, acutely aware of the changing seasons, intensifies her hunting efforts. She knows that her cubs need to build up their fat reserves to survive the long, harsh winter. The ice floes, once solid and vast, are shrinking, making the hunt more challenging. The mother bear must travel farther, her keen sense of smell guiding her towards the breathing holes of seals. The cubs, still too young to hunt effectively, observe and learn. Life on the ice is fraught with danger. Male polar bears, larger and more aggressive, pose a threat to the cubs. Despite the challenges, there are moments of pure joy. The cubs, playful and curious, delight in exploring their icy world. The Arctic, once a realm of predictable seasons, is changing at an alarming rate. The ice, the very foundation of the polar bear's existence, is melting at an unprecedented pace. The consequences for polar bears, particularly for vulnerable cubs, are dire. The mother bear, her instincts honed over generations, senses the shift. The ice is thinner, less stable. The seals, their primary prey, are becoming more scarce. She must travel farther, expend more energy to find food for herself and her cubs. The changing climate is pushing them to the brink. The cubs, unaware of the larger forces at play, remain playful and full of life. Their survival depends on our collective action to address the root causes of climate change. The image of a lone polar bear stranded on a shrinking ice floe has become a poignant symbol of the climate crisis. The melting ice is not just a threat to polar bears, it's a symptom of a much larger problem. The Arctic acts as a global refrigerator, regulating Earth's temperature and climate patterns. As the ice melts, it sets in motion a cascade of effects, from rising sea levels to more extreme weather events. Reducing our dependence on fossil fuels is crucial to mitigating the effects of climate change. Transitioning to renewable sources of energy such as solar and wind power is essential for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The future of the Arctic, and indeed the planet, depends on our commitment to sustainable practices. The fate of the polar bear cubs rests in our hands. We have a responsibility to protect these magnificent creatures and the fragile ecosystem they inhabit. Supporting organizations dedicated to polar bear conservation is a tangible way to make a difference. These organizations work tirelessly to protect polar bear habitats, conduct research, and raise awareness about the threats they face. Educating ourselves and others about climate change and its impact on the Arctic is crucial. By understanding the science and the consequences of inaction, we can become more informed advocates for change. The Arctic, with its breathtaking beauty and resilient wildlife, is a symbol of hope and a call to action. Let us be stewards of this fragile ecosystem, working together to create a world where polar bear cubs can thrive for generations to come.